Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ceice here, and today I'm bringing you guys my very first video, a part of this brand new series that I'm doing. It's basically going to be showing you guys the ins and the outs of every single POI, starting with the very top ones, going all the way down to even the brand new POIs that are introduced each season. All right, so in this video, it's going to be a full breakdown and a full cover over Lazy Lakes. I'm going to be showing you guys everything that you need to know, all the ins and outs, and every small little detail that you need to know in order to play this POI in a competitive mode. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. All right, so go ahead and drop it in here. I'm going to be showing you guys the player one route, right? Very simple. This might be sped up, but just to show you guys exactly what you should be doing. So you're going to go ahead and grab the chest spawn right here. This game, it didn't spawn. So grab that chest spawn right there. Come inside here. Grab this furniture and ammo boxes. So you're going to farm this whole kitchen. You're going to get it all farmed out. I'm going to do this just for the sake of the video, just to show you guys what it would be like to loot this whole route. So you're going to grab all the furniture that's in here. Make sure you get your mats up. Come up here. Grab this. Get the chest spawn up here. Quick glance up, you can see an ammo box and a floor spawn there. Not gonna grab it because it's not very important. Grab in here, get the floor spawn. I think the biggest thing when you're looting off spawn is being efficient and making sure that everything that you're doing has a purpose and has value. So go ahead and grab each floor loot spawn. Grab the ammo boxes if you can. I'm not gonna grab that, but just for the sake of this video, grab that. And then come in here. Like I said, keep farming that furniture, get everything that you can, because you're gonna need that metal. That's gonna be the source of your metal right there. Loot all this. Check this for floor loot. And in this meta, it's very important to get as much floor as possible because it does come with bouncers, right? So if you get that, you're able to get bouncers, and that can very well win you the game. So come over here, farm out the kitchen, get everything you can, and then head upstairs. This one doesn't have a chest spawn, but if it's there, you hear it. I wouldn't say worry about the floor spawn in there, but grab it if you really want. But there's a floor spawn in that roof. So come in here, grab that. Head on out. Check this. Place that. Boom. Grab this right here, and then you're on your way out. So here, very small things, but just grab this brick because this is going to be your brick for the route. And if you don't have this, then you are not going to have sufficient brick to take you on to the end game. So go up here, grab this chest spawn, and then while you're grabbing this, go ahead and glance over there, or if you want to, place the stairs. There's ammo box there, right? So come over here. You don't have to check this room, but just for the sake of the video, I am. So check that, grab it, come back down here. Pepper spawn in there, chest spawn, grab that, upgrade your guns and stuff. Obviously very simple. Keep farming that furniture. And as you can see, by 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm already at 222 for mats, right? Farming this, eating this. If you want to run peppers, there you go. You can calm your teammates. So you have peppers, etc, etc. Another floor loot spawn here, and then one above me. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere up there, didn't spawn. As well as an ammo box spawn here, right? I think this is very simple to you guys, but I just want to show you guys each route individually, so that way you can have one person watch the video on the team and understand exactly what he has to do going into it and going into the off spawn. So boom, now you're done there. Everything's looted. You're going to go and grab this, and by the time you're at that 1 minute mark, you're going to be at the gas station. So it's a very time-oriented thing, and I'll show you guys exactly why that is in a second. So when I go through everyone else's route, you'll see that by the time you're done looting everything, you're at this gas station by 1 minute on zone. So I'm here. I'm literally 3-3-3, and I'm chilling on mats. I can now farm scraps, whatever I want to do, get with my team, farm the roofs, whatever it is I want to do, right? I'm here. And if we get zone, if we don't get zone, in this case, we got good zone. So I can loot that if I want, or I can fish with my harpoon, right? Very simple. I'm stacked. I've got my loadout. I didn't necessarily get all the ammo, but as you can see, I'm here ready to go by the time the timer is there, right? So I think it's very important to have that like off spawn timer in your head per each route. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the next person's route, and I will show you guys that. All right, so using the drop map that was provided and given this bus path, we're gonna go ahead and drop right here, right before that bridge, and get the perfect drop for the player number 2's route. So player number 2 is going to land in the middle. He's going to land at main and work his way through the fish building and insurance, and then he'll be at the gas station by the time 1 minute's up to get those barrels and get everything situated, get a car filled up with gas, whatever it is, right? So go ahead and drop it in. As you can see, perfect drop for main. You're able to scout the floor loot spawns on the roof, see what's up here. So we're gonna go ahead and start from the top, right? Go ahead and loot this building, grab everything you need, come over here, get the chest spawn, break straight down. No point in opening this chest when you can get it when it falls. So boom, scroll with that. Come up here real quick, ammo box spawns there. Check for the floor loot. Like I said, very important that you get as much floor loot as possible when you're looting, because you want to make sure you have the highest chance to get those bouncers, right? So go ahead and break in this. This is your metal, right? So the last player, you know, he might farm those furniture pieces in the kitchen, right? That's his metal. This for you is your metal. You're gonna go and grab each of these walls on the side here, so it gives you about 25 per. This will give you your max metal, and this will be in the most efficient way possible, right? I'll show you elsewhere where you can get metal, so if you're doing it burning your metal, you can get it still. But coming through here, grabbing as much as you can, seeing there's no chest spawn, no point in getting that great attack. I got my bouncers down here, working your way through, coming through here. Main has the most ammo out of this POI, so everyone that's in this main building, whoever's looting it, whoever's doing this, needs to be making sure that they're getting the maximum boxes a game, because yeah, that's literally going to be your team's ammo in one player's loot path. So coming over here, breaking right down, making sure that you check every floor loot spawn. Coming over here, grab this. You can also farm this god brick right here. This will give you 120-ish brick, and it takes no time to farm. And by the timer, 2 minutes 40, we're pretty solid on mats. We're about 100, 200, 250. That was your metal. Go ahead and check this one. This also has double ammo box spawn. Very important to grab this. And boom, got that. Work your way down here. Gonna kind of go backwards a little bit because I definitely didn't show the most efficient route, but needless to say, this is definitely where you get most of your ammo down here and behind the stairs, right? Leaving main, I have 280 AR in 2 minutes. My mat's pretty solid. Grab the chest spawn right here. And this is just obviously personal preference. Do what you guys want, but I like to use stairs when breaking things. So if I'm breaking ammo boxes or if I'm breaking chest spawns or whatever it is, I use stairs. Check for harpoon spawns. Come up here under the stairs. Make sure you grab every little bit of ammo if you can. This will be the rest of your metal right here, all in this building. So within 1 minute 30, you're able to get that metal that you need to last you the whole game. Boom, checking these fishing rod spawns. You ended up getting one. Let's go. Perfect. So now you got 1 minute 20. So now you're at insurance, and you're just gonna go ahead and loot all of this. Grab everything that you can. Check all the floor loot spawns. You can kind of hear a lot of the chest spawns. You can kind of tell where they are, if they're there or not. And then that's pretty much it. Main really doesn't have much. You can kind of scout it from the tops as well to see the top spawns, but coming around, getting the top loot here, making sure you got the big pots on the roof, all that good stuff, right? Getting the maximized loot. There's really not much in these buildings. It's kind of all filler loot, but you're already coming out here with 300 AR, so you're pretty stacked. And like I said, you're at the gas station by that 1 minute 40-second mark. You're here, you're ready to go. You got your loot to last you the whole game. You saw I had extra minis back there, and this game, you know, you would be 50 minis and then boom. So that's the player's 2 route. Basically, you're gonna have max brick, max metal coming out of there. As you can see, I used a little bit of wood to get through here, but that's not very hard when you have all these trees and all the shrubs to farm for extra wood. So that's player 2 route. Basically, he's going to be looting main, working his way down there, making sure he's max efficiency, getting as much loot as possible in the quickest time, working his way through here, grabbing fish, finishing off his metal, coming through here, grabbing any spare loot that he can or that he needs. And obviously, I didn't pop the minis, but if you want to throw the minis to the middle, if your team needs them, obviously you throw the minis. This is kind of your looting, like your central looting point, right? Everyone's going to meet here. Everyone's going to work their way towards this position, and you're going to meet here, right? You're going to finalize everything here. You're going to get everything ready to go at this point. So any spare shield, anything you need to throw and get rid of and get everything kind of stacked and carried over to your teammates, this is the spot to do it for this POI. So that's player 2. And we'll go ahead and hop into player 3. Player 3 is going to go ahead and loot this pool building and wrap his way around to Benji. And this is how to do the most efficient. So coming through, landing right on the stairs, you know, farming whatever you can at the start. Ammo box spawns in this little doghouse here, so grab that, right? Come through here. You can hear the chest spawn in there. You can break right up as well to get this ammo box spawn that's in here. Farming all that. Boom. Very simple. Ammo box under the stairs. Remember to check under the stairs always. Farming some furniture pieces like you normally would. Coming upstairs. Grabbing this chest one if it's here. If it's not here, you can scout this one. Boom. It's there. Not really anything spawns back here, but a floor loot spawn. So you can grab that if you need. But if you don't need it, don't go for it, right? Very simple. Over here, you just check real quick. Floor spawn. Nothing. Come back through here. Grab the pepper spawn that's here, and you're pretty much done, right? This is pool. Very, very easy. Oh, ammo box right here. A majority of your loot's gonna come from Benji, right? So grabbing that, and now we out. Boom. We're out in like what, 50 seconds. You looted pool. You're ready to go. You checked every single floor loot spawn. You get the maximum loot that you could get. And now we're gonna work our way from the bottom to the top of pool, so, or of Benji, sorry. Chest spawn down here, working your way down, grabbing that. I think what's important is always like making sure that you have the audio cue. You don't want to just run down there and see if it's there, because there's really no point. So coming in here, getting your metal up, as well as going over to the bar. That's also pretty important metal. It's like 10 per, right? As you can see. Getting these ammo boxes is very, very huge. So I think also like a big thing is, you know, scrap farming and making sure that you're hitting things on the way. You don't want to be just like running around willy-nilly type thing. So coming up, making sure you're hitting everything, blah, blah, blah. Coming up again, same thing. Full loot spawns, full loot spawns, full loot spawns. Grab the chest spawn, grab the chest spawn right there. Ammo box spawns back here. I think it's very important grabbing these ammo box spawns, even though you know you're gonna have enough AR to last you the whole game. It could be a mega box and that could give you an extra big pot or whatever it is, right? So like if you need that shield, that's where you get it. So here by a minute 20, I'm able to have 222, just like the last spot. Gonna get my brick right here, very simple. And normally the Benji player, the guy on the south side of the POI is the first to the gas station, right? He's the one that normally is waiting on the players. So if you're waiting on your teammates, because not everything's gonna be perfect, not every route's gonna be perfect every game, although that's what you should definitely aim for. You can farm this metal while your teammates are getting grouped up or you're throwing loot or whatever it is, right? So you're here, you're waiting, you farmed it up. By the time a minute, you're at 253, 250. So you're able to loot it, whatever it is, and you're here. So 45 seconds, you're able to get your shield up, get ready to go, and then use that 45-second buffer time to grab a car, fill it up, and get ready to look at the zone, ride the road out wherever it goes. So this, you know, for this zone in specific, we would, you know, just chill and lazy. You could grab a northern hill or you could grab a south hill. Any of these work, and they're very free for lazy. So that's that. As you can see, I'm pretty much ready to go. I just gotta farm a little bit of scrap metal right here, and then obviously don't forget that there's metal in the streets that you can farm, right? So there's this car you can get that gives you about 60. There's these flagpoles that give you like 30, and there's scrap metal that you can get to get you towards max. That's only going to take a couple seconds to farm. So it's like, even though you might not have max mats by the time that number's up, you're still going to be in this position ready to go with your teammates, and you're on your way out in no time. So that's player 3. He's going to start there, work his way down, grab the pool, and grab Benji house, and then he'll be at gas station first, ready to go, getting everything looted, getting cars filled up if need, and just getting his teammates as ready to go as possible while they loot everything else. So that's player 3, and that's what you would basically be doing if you're uncontested off spawn. So we're hopping into the replay here, and I'm basically going to be showing you guys what to do when you're contested. So contesting a lazy is very simple. There's one big thing to know, and it's power of main. It's having this height control on main. It's obviously the tallest building in this POI, and if you're able to control it, or you're able to get best drop for it by using that drop map that I mentioned, you're basically able to win the fight, right? That's literally simple. So the way that all the pros and the way that like this POI is played, like I said, is a 50-50, right? It's whoever gets this main wins essentially. So basically the 50-50 comes down to it. If you have best drop, you win the POI. If you don't, you can still have outplays by not having a 50-50 and not having to take that big risk by landing on the south side or the north side. So I say the best way to play it if you're not able to grab that main building is to play the south side here. This gives you the highest chance to disengage and go to these rocks if you need to get more chest spawns. And this whole relative area, this gives you the chance to come over here, get these rocks. And this whole area is mostly free. Obviously, there's not much loot on the mountain, but it gives you the chance to disengage if possible. It gives you the better chance, I should say. So the south side's good, but onto the north side. This is definitely a scary side, but it's one of the sides that if you do want to fight for the POI and you do want to try to wipe the players, I would say this is probably the better side to land. So you're able to grab all 3 of these houses, potentially grab gas station, which you should be able to, and then you're able to grab the modern house and potentially disengage back to Hunter's Haven. So that's another potential spot to land. But like I said, it's basically controlled by this. So if you're able to grab insurance, that's huge, and grab these houses, right? So you want to have all of this. So the best way to explain this is you're playing for map control, right? You're playing for the center position on this building, and then you're trying to cut off your enemy's loot. So if possible, it's obviously very sketchy, but if it is possible, the best thing you can do is force them to main, because you know they're going to 50-50, right? You know they're going to have main, insurance, and fish building. You grab the houses and you grab south side, and now they're stuck in the middle, but they're stuck on the high ground position, and they're not in bad loot. They're still pretty healthy, and they have the chance, especially here, that you're stranded on the edge to push you. So that's where, like, that's why main is so important, and that's why when you contest it off spawn, that it's like almost better to try to take the 50-50 and out drop them if you are talented in dropping and you know what to do, which is a very simple thing. So it's like, if your off spawn is good and you can win that drop every time, you win the POI. Other than that, it's going to be kind of a stalemate. If it is a stalemate, it comes down to gas station, right? This isn't the only spot that spawns gas cans, but this is the spot that spawns the most. So in gas station, it's actually not rendering in, but there are gas cans that spawn in the gas station, and I believe over here, as well as like, you know, right here they spawn, and they spawn basically next to any barbecue and simple stuff, right? So they spawn here. So if it is a standoff, then you use gas cans to your advantage. Very simple, right? So you go ahead and grab the gas stations, and once you have them confined to one spot, so say they're down here refarming this whole bottom of the building, you just grab your gas cans, grab as much as you can, take them, throw them on the team. Very simple. That's a way to get the fight started, and that way they're not able to just, you know, kind of stalemate and just drag the fight on until stone comes and just grief your game. So like I said, if you're not able to get main, it's basically just playing whoever gets the more loot wins the fight. Taking as much spread as you can, as safely as you can, will win you're contested. But other than that, this POI is pretty simple to play when you're contested. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So moving on to our next point is when you should leave the POI and what hills to take and what positions to take for Storm Surge, right? And the timings and specific to teams that are going to come through. All this is kind of based off of zones. I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of what I know from certain teams that rotate through from all my time laning lazy. So very simple. I think people even call this lazy hill. This is literally the hill for lazy. This is the hill that you want to grab. This gives you the most view across the map, right? Very good, very good. Send 2 to 3 people here, maybe put 1 person here. I think having more people in this part of the zone is good. Maybe building a fake over here, but being together is. Secondly, you can grab these hills in the middle mountains. I think that it's a little bit of an old strat now that there's a POI here. You're probably not going to be able to grab the best position, which is this middle mountain hill right here. It is possible, but you need to leave very, 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 very early. And you kind of, now with this POI being a thing, you kind of come into teams still looting it or still getting themselves situated. So it's like, it's kind of tricky. This hill is always free though. So it's like, if you want to grab this hill, worst case scenario, you can grab it. Same with zipline. It's normally pretty free. So you've got your 3 hills right here. You got lazy hill, you got zipline hill, and you got the south side mountain split. So those are the hills that you basically can grab with the spot. Moving past that and a little bit further from the POI, obviously you know there's cars here, and like I said, the player that loots this side can normally get a car ready to go, and all players should really be scouting for vehicles, since there's a lot of cars that are locked now. So once you have a car, get a 4-door car, right? You can bring it up 1 to 2 cars. I say that's the right amount. Bring it up this road, and you can normally grab this hill pretty freely, right? Because from what I've seen in stacked games, is the team that does this split right here, where they grab gas station and they grab this lake house and they grab the mini junk down here, they normally grab this hill because they can get tags on dirty, and it's obviously the tallest hill, right? You have the most view possible, and it's often that they split these hills, but I think they mostly want this hill, right? So very easy, right? If you leave early enough based on the zones, you can easily car right up here, put your cars in this little bank right here, keep them safe from everybody, block them off with a couple builds, and now you have this whole hill which watches over the whole riverbed here. Sees everyone that swims down cubes away, and you're able to get a bunch of tags from this hill. A lot of times when I played from this POI, I would get a lot of tags from this hill. So this is a very, very important hill, and if you can get there within a good time, you're able to grab it 99% of the time. So past that, if it plays even further to the north here, like I said, this hill is really, really good. And then grabbing any position that you can on this dusty warehouse is good, or gas station, right? I'd say dusty is better than gas station, but that's really if the zone pulls north, and then that's a really, really far zone that you're probably able to sit here and get tags on people that are coming by, and then rotate in once you have a little bit of surge and play edge. It's a whole, like a surge, the basics of storm surge, I should say. So, and if I haven't made a video on that already, I'll make a video explaining on how to get surge and how to play around storm surge in competitive. So basically, I mean, sum it up, you have these 3 hills that you can grab, and you have this little one over here. If it does pull north, southern zones, it's pretty simple, right? You play these hills, you play whatever the zone's in favor of, right? Whatever people are going to rotate in through the most. And like, I want to explain this because I want you guys to completely understand. And what I mean by that is, like, if the zone is more centered on these hills right here, you don't go to these hills because it's like you're not going to see anybody. But if this is edge zone and you're able to grab it, you get tags on all of these players coming in. You can break this tree and this tree right here, and you can see everyone over the horizon right there. you basically want to play off position. And like I said, I'll go in more into depth in another video, but that's basically it. I mean, I went over what each player should loot, when the time, you know, the timings on when they should get to gas station, what to do off spawn here, how to play when contested, and what to do, basically cutting off their loot and just maximizing as much loot as possible while getting in position to hold gas cans and getting in position to take main. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. That kind of sums it up. But let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. I'm open to everything, and I'm always listening and always taking input. This is the first of many. I want to go through and explain every single POI and kind of give it a breakdown from my knowledge and what I know, and you know, my thought process and how you should play it in the most efficient way. So that's Lazy in a nutshell. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Please let me know what other POIs you guys want to see in the comments below. And I love you all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.